10 points to ponder on Parshas Noach. Number 10. What exactly did the generation of Noach do to deserve to be destroyed by a flood? Well, the Gemara in Sanhedrin tells us that the world was immersed in jealousy, greed, theft, violence, lying, and fraud. Wait a minute, that sounds like a regular, news day. Which brings us to number 9. God made a promise that he would never flood the world again, and he used the rainbow to be a sign of that covenant.
Double rainbow, oh my God, double rainbow, it's a double rainbow all the way.
This is the first covenant or bris that God made with mankind. Another bris that you might be familiar with is when Avraham Avinu circumcised himself. Yeah. Number 8. Noach's ark was big. Noach spent 120 years building the Teva. And this was no ordinary boat. It measured larger than a football field and contained over 1 million cubic feet of space. It was outfitted with 3 separate levels. The top for Noach and his family, the middle for the animals, and the bottom for the garbage, for the basura. Number 7. The Teva essentially was one long warning call to that generation. The Medrash says that God specifically wanted Noach to undertake the strange and unusual project in order to arouse people's curiosity. You'd be walking by and you see Noach building this big Teva and you're like, what are you doing, Noach? There's gonna be a flood and everyone's gonna die! Well, I don't think it happened like that exactly, but essentially, Noach's generation didn't listen. Number 6. Did Noach have to round up the animals, or did the animals come to him? Well, according to the Ramban, the non-kosher animals came 2 by 2, while Noach was responsible to capture 7 pairs of the kosher species. So why the discrepancy, you ask, bewildered? That's a great question, and I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out on your own time. Number 5. How long did the flood actually last? Well, we all know that for 40 days and nights, the waters increased upon the lands. But that water raged, and it was like a huge washing machine for 150 days after that. And then it took another 150 days for the water to calm down. So essentially, it took 1 entire solar year before Noach was able to step off the boat. And he was on the cruise
From heck.
Number 4. It was a 24-hour round-the-clock job. Noach and his sons were on a 24-hour rotation of animal care. The Ma'amloes reminds us that not all animals are diurnal. Diurnal, you know, the opposite of nocturnal, diurnal. Now I know why that word's not so popular. Anyway, what I mean is that not all animals are nocturnal. In other words, animals have different sleep schedules. That's what I'm trying to say. So Noach and his sons were feeding and tending animals 24 hours a day for an entire solar year, 365 days. Wow! Number 3, Noach gets really, really drunk after getting off the Teva. Hey, this is just me talking, but if I got off a boat where I had to live a 24-hour day of heck, taking care of the entire animal kingdom, I probably would want to have a stiff drink 2, or 3, or 4, yeah. Number 2. Towards the end of Parshas Noach, we are introduced to the story of the Tower of Babylon. The tower is a lot more than it seems on the surface. Essentially, in its most simple form, this tower was an act of defiance against God. And this whole entire episode is really, really complicated. So again, check the link down below if you want to learn more about that. And number 1. Who was Noach the man, really? Well, it depends. One opinion in the Gemara in Sanhedrin says that he was the real deal, a man of God, a righteous dude. While the other says that if Noach was alive during Avraham Avinu's time, he wouldn't amount to a hill of beans. Yes, sir! And I'm done babbling. Did I raise any questions as you're watching this video about Parshas Noach? If I have, then I have completed my mission and kept the wondering alive. Go ahead and check the links down below to answer that and so many more questions for more points to ponder on the Parsha. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below. Share with a friend. And I will see you next time. Be'ezras Hashem.